welcome back to another video. Today we're back with another match preview. It's our final match preview of the season. It's our 51st match preview of the season. It's Swansea City versus Queen's Park Rangers in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday, 12:30 kick-off at the Swansea.com stadium. But before we get into our part, we've got a QPR fan on, Adam, who's been on our channel many times before. So before we get into our part, we'll hand it over to him for his part in the preview.
Right, so Swansea away, final game of the season. Nothing game for us, nothing game for Swansea. So I imagine we might play a few youth team players, or obviously not put out a full strength side or whatever. So it could go either way. I mean, we're not on great form, but I'm aware Swansea aren't on great form either. So, but I reckon we can get a win, round off the season. I think we are the better team overall on paper, and over the course of the season. It's been a disappointing end to the season for us, but can't keep pondering on the way the season's gone at the end. So, yeah, I think it'll be a nice 2-1 win to QPR. Maybe, yeah, 2-1 QPR. I reckon Austin might get a goal, and yeah, nice round off the season. So, well, good luck for Saturday. Come on, you Oz.
So yeah, massive thanks to Adam for featuring on our channel. As Jake said, he has been on here many times, so go subscribe to him. His link will be down in the description.
Right, so now onto our part then. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, there's nothing much to play for. It's the last game of the season. However, if we do win, we can finish in the top half of the table, so that's something to play for, I suppose. Obviously, nothing, you know, official like the playoffs, relegation, top two. We've got nothing in terms of that to play for, but a top half finish would be nice. It'd be nice to round off with a win as well, you know, early kick-off. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. You know, QPR were in and around the playoffs. Obviously, they've fallen out now, so they've got nothing to play for either. So they'll be wanting to win last game of the season, just like we will. So yeah, it's a bit of a nothing game, but hopefully, you know, we can end on a win, give maybe some other players a chance that don't usually get a chance to play. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's a game we can win, and actually we haven't won. I think our last 5 is, I think it's 4 draws and 1 loss, but obviously on a more positive note, we've only lost 1 in our last 10, which was our last game. But what's your thoughts going into this game then?
Yeah, it will be a tough game. Obviously, a few months ago, well, a good few months ago, QPR, we drew to QPR 0-0 at their place. So it will be a tough game. It's going to be quite low scoring, I think. It is basically a mid-table clash when you think about it, a bit of a dead rubber. But yeah, both teams will want to get the win. Obviously, it's our last game of the season, so we will definitely want to get the win. But you know, you can't underestimate QPR. They have been, I'd say, slightly better than us this season, and they've got some really good players as well. So it's not going to be an easy game, but it would be good just to, you know, just for us to try and finish on like a positive note, leading on to next season.
Yeah, and then on to injury news then. So starting off with the Swans. We've only got one player out injured, that's Ben Cabango with an ankle injury, so that will probably carry on into the new season, but hopefully it won't be too long. And then Luke will address you with the QPR injury news.
Oh yeah, QPR have no injuries or suspensions, so yeah, they got a fully fit squad to choose from.
Yeah, and then as for key players then, so starting off with the Swans, if there's any QPR fans watching this, I've gone with Joel Pirro. Obviously he's on 24 goals this season, he needs 1 more goal to break McBurney's record. I don't know if it's a record, but obviously just beat him in the Championship over recent years. And then obviously I've gone with Michael Obafemi as well, his you know, striking partner. I think he's been just as good since Christmas, to be honest with you, but he just had a bit of a slow start. And I'd also go with our skipper Matt Grimes as well, but would you add anyone else?
Yeah, I'd probably go for Hannes Wolf. I know he wasn't particularly well against Forest, but that is against Forest, one of the best teams in the league. But I would go for Hannes Wolf. I think he's very underrated, and I do hope we can extend his loan in the summer, because I think he's been a terrific player for us since we had him in January.
Yeah, and then as for QPR key players then, so I've gone with 3 again. I've gone with Charlie Austin, obviously he's been around Southampton, West Brom. Very good player at this level. I've gone with Chris Willock, obviously the brother of Joe Willock. And I've also gone with Andre Gray, a bit similar to Charlie Austin. He's been around places, Burnley, Watford, he's used to this sort of level. But would you add anyone else?
Yeah, I'd probably I'd go for Jimmy Dunn, the ex Burnley centre back, Irish international. I think he's a very decent player. I think Swans did actually try to sign him in last summer, but he did choose QPR over us. But yeah, he is a very decent player. Obviously, he's got some sort of experience playing in the Premier League. I know he's had some experience in the Championship to really develop. So I'd probably say him, and I'd probably go for Albert Adoma as well, ex Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest, I believe. Yeah, I think he's a very, very underrated midfield player, can play on the wing, and I think he's very underrated for what he does on the ball and off the ball. So I'd probably go for those two players towards that list.
Yeah, and then for the lineup I'd go with then, so in goals I'm going to go with Andy Fisher, right wing back Cyrus Christie, 3 centre backs Kyle Norton, I'm going to bring Finley Burns in, and I'm going to go with Ryan Manning, left wing back Hannes Wolf, 2 midfield Matt Grimes and Flynn Downs, Cam I'm going to go with Cameron Congreve, and then up front I'm going to go with Joel Pirro and Michael Obafemi. But yeah, what's your lineup?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Andy Fisher, right wing back Cyrus Christie, left wing back Hannes Wolf. Straight at the back, yeah, I'll go for Finley Burns as well, because this could be his last game for us this season. I'll go for Cal Norton as well, and I'll go for Ryan Manning. And then, yeah, in the field, I'll go for I'll go for Matt Grimes and Jay Fulton. Yeah, in I'll go for Cameron Congreve as well. And then up front, yeah, I'll agree with you on Pro and Obafemi as well.
Yeah, then lastly on to predictions then. So, yeah, as I said, it's a bit of a nothing game, but I hope we can end out on a win. So for that reason, Swansea City 2, QPR 1. I'm going to go with Charlie Austin to get the goal for them, and to get the goals for us, I'm going to go with Joel Pirro to get his 25th goal of the season, and I'm going to go with Cameron Congreve to get his first goal for the club. But yeah, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I think considering obviously it was a 0-0 draw at their place earlier on in the season, I think I'd have to go for a 1-1 draw. I know it's our last game of the season and it's a home game and we're going to win it, but I can see it being a 1-1 draw. I do think Charlie Austin will score for them, and I think Joel Pro will score for us.
Yeah, it's obviously a massive thanks for watching this video, but before we round it off, if there is anyone new, it would be much appreciated if you could drop a sub. Obviously, we now are on that road to that big 1K, and we're also not far off 4,000 watch hours as well, so it'd be much appreciated if everybody could watch the videos right till the end. But yeah, obviously we will be back tomorrow, which will be our final matchday vlog and our final video of the season. But yeah, obviously thanks for the support during the season, but yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, so thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers.